The night was quiet, in a way that only the desert could manage to quiet, like it was holding its breath. Gabriela rode low over her mare's neck, guiding her through mesquite and scrub with nothing but moonlight and memory. She knew this land. She knew where men cut corners, where cruelty hid behind fences and claimed it was tradition. The ranch lay ahead, a dark sprawl of corrals and low buildings. Gabriela slowed, listening. Horses shifted restlessly inside the pens, their soft knickers carrying on the breeze. She closed her eyes for a moment, steadying herself. It never got easier, no matter how many times she did this. She dismounted silently and moved toward the fence. Up close, she could see the damage raw marks on flanks, ribs showing beneath dull coats, fear shining in wide eyes. Her jaw tightened. These animals had worked themselves half to death. And for what? Pride, greed. Men who believed ownership meant permission. Gabriela slipped inside the corral and began her work. She spoke softly, soothing the horses as she loosened knots and cut ropes. She chose 3, as she always did. Strong enough to travel, broken enough to need saving. One bay pressed its head against her chest, trembling. She rested her forehead against his and breathed. "I've got you," she whispered. The gate creaked open just enough to let them through. Gabriela mounted bareback, leading the others behind her. They slipped into the desert like shadows, hooves muffled by sand. By the time a lantern flared in the ranch house, she was already gone. At first light, Sheriff Daniel Cole stood where the horses had been. He crouched, fingers brushing the dirt, eyes sharp beneath the brim of his hat. 3 sets of tracks, clean cuts on the ropes, no panic. Whoever had done this knew horses and knew how to move, unseen. "She's back," he said quietly. Daniel straightened and scanned the horizon. He'd heard every version of the story. A thief who stole only abused horses. A woman who rode like the wind and vanished before dawn. Some townsfolk praised her, others demanded she be hanged. Daniel had never seen her, but he'd followed her work across counties like a trail of unanswered questions. Stolen property was stolen property. Still, something about the care in those tracks unsettled him. If you want to hear the full story, click the title below.